What's the haps? I'm Meroka and welcome back to Prison Architect. Newer subscribers to the channel maybe won't realise, but I have played this game on no less than 2 separate occasions before, like years ago at this point now. And yeah, I've been waiting for release, the, final version 1.0, and it's out. It's here. And I want to play it, because they've added a lot of stuff since last time I looked. In fact, last time I looked, they had added a lot of stuff since the first time I looked. So, welcome to Season 3 of this game, I suppose. They've kind of got a story mode thing going on now to kind of lower you into the ridiculous amount of mechanics that are in here now, so we're going to play through that, because that sounds reasonably interesting. We'll say, before we talk to this guy, I did like the little nod in the intro there to the ancient tutorial that was in, like, the first version of the game, with the building the execution chamber, which I think has long since been scrapped. I don't think that's in there anymore, like, in any way, shape, or form. But, yeah, let's talk to this guy. Hi there.
This is a tough one. There's a prisoner incarcerated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death.
Oh, it is the same. Oh, it must be the same tutorial. Huh. Oh, okay. I thought they had gotten rid of this. Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct in the execution chamber in time for the guy's big day.
I honestly thought they'd removed execution chambers from the game at some point. I don't know why. I thought they had. But, yeah, here we go. Okay. So far, so familiar.
Nice plot of land. This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself with enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. Let's get started. Construct a new building here. We also need an entrance to the new execution facility, build a large jail door into the south wall.
Alrighty, well we know that. We can do a brick building or concrete building. I don't recall them being two different things, but yeah. Let's have a... is it within the lines or is it those? I guess it's within the lines. We did it there, right? Yeah. And then we can put a large jail door, which is conveniently flashing. Ta-da, there we go. All good. Hello. What's going down?
Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings.
Yep, know that.
They will collect the steel and concrete from the storeroom and take it to the construction site. They'll use those raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of construction, so you should plan ahead when building new facilities. While we wait, take a look around. Use WASD or arrow keys to move around, mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Okay, well, okay, sure. I thought I could click drag to scroll. Can you not do that? No, you can't. I can't remember. I don't remember using WASD to move around before, but okay, sure. So, there, getting building. This looks like most of the prisons I've ever built. It's pretty standard. We have a shower. Can actually do a couple of blocks of cells. Jail doors hold them in. Got kind of an antechamber kind of thing, which is doubly secure to stop people getting out. A couple of rooms for like no reason. What are these rooms for? Who knows? Power's good.
Inside the building I want a cell and an execution room. Partition the space by constructing some brick walls.
Oh, I should have made it out of brick, not concrete. Offices, kitchen, more cells, showers. I don't think I ever built a prison this large, actually. I know it usually falls into disarray before I can get to a stage where it holds that many prisoners. Alright, let's put some walls in. Ah, brick. If I'd known you were going to have me put brick walls in, I would have made the outer walls out of brick. Dang it, man. Oh, bait and switch or something. We could speed things up. You guys want to build? There we go, get some bricks in. I don't think it went this fast before. I think it only went up to double speed before. I don't know if it went. I don't know if it went crazy fast. There we go. It's built.
Add large jail doors to the dividing walls. You can rotate an object before placement by clicking middle mouse or press R.
Okay, one of those goes in there, nice and secure, and one of those goes in there, also nice and secure. Go, bring them forth, place them in place. There we go.
Job done.
Okay.
That's looking good. We now need to designate rooms within those spaces. Designate a cell in the smaller area, and the execution room in the larger area.
Okay. Execution, there we go. That is still in the game. Who knew? Not I. Not I. And then one little cell here. Okay. Cool. Alright.
Those new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. The execution room requires the electric chair.
Okay. Want a bed, which can go there, where I've been told to place it. Toilets, let's have it, there we go, facing the right way around. And an electric chair. Goes in there. Why it says failed electric? Oh, the room requirements failed. Okay, that's... Of course it's failed, I'm still building it. Alrighty, your thing's installed. I know what's going to happen next. Next bit is... Hey, cash came in, cool. The next bit is now we play with the power. Are you guys not bringing the things? Yes, you are. You're just very slow about it. Does one of you have... It's got a light in it. Jail door, jail bars, bookshelf. One of them must have the... Ah, it is installed. Good, one of them did bring it. Cool. That's the essentials taken care of, but there are still a few improvements you could make. It's up to you, though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about prisoners and their environment. The cell itself could be improved with an outward-facing window and a small bookshelf. And the facility would be better with a high-quality floor material, like wooden floorboards or mosaic tiles. Outside, you could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. Since this is just basic tutorial stuff, I'm not convinced we necessarily need to make it go look super pretty, but there you go. This is the man in question, Edward Romsey, a teacher once, would you believe? Yeah, okay, this is... I swear to God they'd remove this from the game, but hey, here we go. He still looks exactly the same as he always did. It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you're satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer to his new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in his cell to initiate the transfer. And we will trigger, I think you get a cutscene out of this. Dun dun dun, let's watch some stuffs. Incoming call from the chief. Don't shed a one tear for this guy. He's a stone-cold killer. Guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. Story time. This is not a story with a happy ending, kids. Those of a nervous disposition might not want to watch this bit. It's not terribly graphic, to be fair. I say that, actually. I think it probably was actually fairly graphic. But, yeah. The game's so... Yeah, that's getting in the direction of graphic. This game's so weird in regards to kind of the theme contrasting with the style. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, just don't. What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a weird way to convey that, but it's, yeah, the style of the game is just this really simple cartoony thing, and then it's kind of dark and grim, and yeah, I take that back, that was a pretty graphic thing. The pictures are kind of the bit that's more graphic than just the cartoony person with the word dead underneath them. Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. The state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Up, see you out. Good work so far. However, there's one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. Yep. Okay. We're now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Power is provided to the prison by this substation, which draws electricity from the national grid. And that doesn't have any power. Now, as you can see, this entire wing of prison cells is without power. All of the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. Because the cable doesn't go far enough. Simple enough. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. Extend the electrical cables nearby to cover this wing of the prison. Can do. I've done many times before. Right. Is that gonna be enough? Probably wants to be a little bit more, I imagine. Sorry, they're giving me like ridiculous amounts of money to do this with, so it's kind of no big deal. I don't see why this is like the crazy priority here. I mean, to be fair, actually, where did I say put it? Well, let's bring it down here because I do want to connect it up to that, because that's going to need it. That's also going to want wiring for the lights in there, so can I just bring that down there? I don't know how far I would have fired these sort of smaller wiring stretches just to get to the lights individually. Probably would have stretched from in there, but I don't know. There we go. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does too. Well, it's got it. I did it. I beat you to it. Use the power cable to connect the execution facility to the power grid. Yep, it's literally already connected. It's a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You'll need to connect it up directly with mains cables. Yeah, it is. Yes. There we go. That was correct, wasn't it? Huh. We're almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it. Going to turn it on for a few seconds and make sure everything is okay. It's gonna knock the power out. Oh yeah, look, blackout. Called it. I might have seen that before. Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're gonna need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electric chair generates. First, we need to turn the power back on. It's a two-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it and select Switch On in the menu that appears. Then, build more capacitors so we know we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the chair again by clicking on it and switching Switch On in the menu. Okay, let's bring power back to the prison. That's quite a lot of electric you have to provide for just to make that work. Go on, let's get them installed. That's one. Yep. Lots of juice capacity there. That should be enough, I'd have thought. Maybe kind of wants to try it now. Yeah, one was enough. See, turn the electric chair on. It kind of it's uses a lot of power, but it didn't overload everything. Only needed the one. Anyway, let's turn that off. Well done. I believe we're finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Can I help you? Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you no matter what you have done if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and he will have the final judgment on you. Do we get to witness this, or does it cut away before this happens? I think it actually makes you, like, actually flip the switch, doesn't it, as well? Grim. It's weird that this kind of never really kind of seems to come up at any other point in the game. Or maybe it does now. Maybe they've actually implemented, like, full functionality for, like, death row prisoners and stuff. So strange. It certainly didn't last time I played the game, anyway. It was like, yeah, the chair might be in the game, but at no point does the game ever tell you to build and use one, outside of, like, this. Okay, I don't have to turn it on. Mr. Hood over there gets to turn it on. Edward Ramsey, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. Penalty is death. Do you have anything to say? Susan, I'm sorry. And that's, I think that's probably the end of the first story chapter.